In the middle of North London, there's a football club with a long history and a ton of fans. Tottenham Hotspur, or Spurs as their fans lovingly call them, have had some amazing moments in their past. But here's the thing, despite having talented players and always showing promise, they haven't won a major trophy since 2008. What's holding them back from being champs again? Is it a curse? Is it just bad luck? Or is there something else going on? In 1882, a bunch of schoolboys in Tottenham, London, decided to start their own football club. They called it Tottenham Hotspur, and they quickly showed that they were a force to be reckoned with. In 1901, Spurs made history by becoming the only non-league team to win the FA Cup, England's oldest and most prestigious football competition. The 1960s were a golden era for Spurs. Under the leadership of legendary manager Bill Nicholson, the team won the league and FA Cup double in 1961, the first club to do so in the 20th century. They also became the first British club to win a European trophy in 1963 when they lifted the European Cup Winners' Cup. Tottenham continued to enjoy success in the 1970s and 1980s, winning multiple domestic cups and the UEFA Cup in 1984. Players like Glenn Hoddle were known for their flair and creativity and helped to define the Spurs way of playing football. Today, Tottenham Hotspur is one of the top 6 successful clubs in England. They have won dozens of major trophies, mostly in the past, and have a huge global fan base. They are also known for... Back in 1991, Spurs grabbed another FA Cup, giving fans a ray of sunshine during a rough patch of inconsistency and financial woes. Changes in ownership messed with the club's stability, affecting their performance on the field. But hey, despite all that, Tottenham managed to snag the League Cup in '99, beating Leicester City in a thrilling final. Fast forward to 2008, the League Cup win against Chelsea was supposed to be a fresh start. With Juan de Ramos leading the team, they showed some serious grit and tactical skills. That victory got fans and players all excited, making it seem like Spurs were ready to dominate English football again. When Harry Redknapp came on board in 2008, that was the start of something special. He led Spurs to some great finishes, even getting into the Champions League for the first time. And let's not forget that epic win against Inter Milan in 2010. Gareth Bale really put on a show that day. Then came Mauricio Pochettino from 2014 to 2019. He built a young, energetic team that played their hearts out. They almost won the Premier League in 2015 to 16, but Leicester City stole the trophy at the last minute. The highlight of Pochettino's time was definitely reaching the Champions League final in 2019, even though Spurs lost to Liverpool. Gut-wrenching, but still a huge accomplishment. But then things got messy. Tottenham couldn't seem to win any silverware, and Pochettino left. Jose Mourinho came in, but his defensive style didn't fit the club. It was a bumpy ride with him, and he ended up leaving just before the 2021 League Cup final, which was won under an interim manager. After that, Spurs had a couple more managers come and go, like Nuno Espirito Santo and Antonio Conte. Each of them had their own ideas about how to play, which made it hard for the team to find its rhythm and consistency. In the world of football, the term Spursy has become a buzzword for Tottenham Hotspur's tendency to falter when it counts. It's not just the media that has coined this label, it's a mental block that seems to grip the players during important moments. For example, back in 2016, Spurs were in the title race until a draw against Chelsea, now known as the Battle of Stamford Bridge, put an end to their hopes. And who could forget the 2019 Champions League final? That was... Tottenham's new stadium was a big deal, but it came with a big price tag. The shiny new stadium put a dent in their transfer budget, making it harder for them to compete with big spenders like Manchester City and Chelsea. The way Tottenham pays its players has also been a hot topic. It's great that they're trying to be financially responsible, but it makes it tough to keep their best players or bring in new ones who want a big paycheck. This whole financial thing might be sustainable, but it's also kind of holding the team back from being as competitive as they could be. The constant musical chairs in the management office have really messed with the team's ability to come up with a solid long-term plan. Each new boss comes in with their own ideas and ways of doing things, which trying to build a house without a blueprint. It's tough to get everyone on the same page and make it work. Daniel Levy, the club's chairman, has gotten both props for his business skills and flack for his choices on the football side. The club has definitely made money under his watch, but there's a big gap between what the owners want and what the fans want. Bad moves in the transfer market and hiring and firing managers have gotten the fans all riled up. Despite facing challenges, Spurs have nurtured talent through their academy, with Harry Kane standing as a prime example. This homegrown striker's success symbolizes the club's potential when talent is properly nurtured. Another player, Heung-min Son, signed in 2015, has exhibited consistency and professionalism, forming a prolific partnership with Kane. Additionally, Tottenham Academy graduates like Jermaine Defoe, Kyle Walker-Peters, Ledley King, Danny Rose, and Andros Townsend inspire hope for the future player coming through the Tottenham Academy. These examples suggest that with the right guidance, the team can overcome obstacles, achieve success, and produce world-class talent. For Tottenham to finally end their trophy drought, they need to take a few steps. First, they should invest in mental coaching to help the players deal with the pressure of big games, since their past failures seem to be messing with their heads. Instead of just signing big names, they should focus on strategic signings that will fill specific weaknesses in the team. The manager needs to have a vision and be given time to make it happen. Both the board and the fans need to be patient, because building a winning team takes time. If the club and the fans can work together, it will boost the team's morale and improve their performance. Tottenham Hotspur are on the verge of something big. They've got some serious challenges ahead of them, but they can totally overcome them. By thinking about their past wins and learning from their recent mistakes, Spurs can totally end their trophy drought. The journey ahead needs some self-reflection, some smart planning, and teamwork. They don't have to be known. With a mix of experienced players and new talent, Tottenham has what it takes to be one of the best teams in football again. But the big question is, will they take this chance to change their legacy, or will they keep being haunted by almost winning?